Well, gosh, I don't even know what workout this is anymore. 56, 55, 56. We have our rest of our 2 movement exercises. On Wednesday, the real Wednesday this week, we did 4 different 2 movement exercises. And remember, 2 movement exercises, you don't create momentum, each exercise doesn't affect each other, blah, blah, blah. It's a way of getting a lot more muscle groups in a short amount of time. A lot of them are based on the equipment you have and blah, blah, blah. There's always a slower movement and there's always a smoother movement. We've talked about that before. We have 3 more different 2 movement exercises. The other day we did pyramids. Today we're not doing a pyramid. We'll just have different numbers. Today you'll have a choice of agility, plyometrics, legs in 2 of the circuits. Anyhow, it's time to get to work. We have our nice, smooth warm-up loop that we need to do twice because I need you ready for your first circuit. All right? The first loop is slow. We've done it before. The second loop, I want you to pick up the pace a little bit. Ready? 10 regular squats. Hips, 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 hips. Booty, 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 booty. Eyes, eyes, eyes. You've got your 10 regular squats. They're a safer squat. Your joints shouldn't bug you on these. You use a little bit of your muscles, hammies, glutes, quads, posture. 10 regular squats. Good morning, Ruth Ann. We're literally just warming up right now. 10 stationary reverse lunges, slow and low. The moving leg is not the working leg. The stationary leg is the loaded pulling leg. 10 stationary reverse lunges. You'll have your 10 big standing scissors, and that is lengthen those posterior muscles, activate your anterior muscles. You're thinking torque and leverage on your standing scissors. Remember, they're not in a hurry. This first loop, which we've done before, we do it slowly. The second loop, we can go a little more pace and or weight. 10 wide squats. Your feet are just wider than a regular squat. 10 wide squats. It's your flexibility squats. A little more hip flexibility. Hamstrings, glutes, posture on your hip flexibility. 10 wide squats. 10 alternating, balancing, lengthening, stiff-legged deadlifts. Remember, you gotta have that good posture. Don't just bend over, stand up. 10 alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Balance, lengthen, coordinate on your alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. You'll then have your 10 standing runners. That is mobility, or more mobility than standing scissors. Don't knee your nose. Breathe and focus. A little more rotation, a little more mobility. 10 narrow squats, same as those runners, right? A little more joint mobility. I always test people on that. Joints are mobile or immobile, and muscles are flexible or inflexible. Notice when you're talking about movements, your muscles contract, your joints flex. So when they say flex your arm, they're actually referring to bend your arm, contract your muscle. Stationary forward lunges after those narrow squats. There's your technical superset, quads pushing on both. Bunch of education. 10 stationary forward lunges. Breathe and focus. Remember, we need to get ready for today because that first circuit is important. Standing Jack LaLanne's, big, slow, lengthen. I do want you thinking dynamic flexibility or dynamic stretching, whereas those stiff-legged deadlifts is more dynamic lengthening. It's a strength exercise that has balance and coordination, whereas this is a stretching exercise that has rhythm and coordination. The second loop, if you want to add weight, cool. If you want to pick up pace, cool. And pace doesn't mean you do it faster. Pace just means you don't wait and don't rest. When you're ready, 10 regular squats. The weight is optional. 10 stationary reverse lunges. 10 standing scissors. Now I don't want you to do it quicker. You're either doing it heavier or you're just going to get after it a little bit more with more intensity and more focus. 10 regular squats, 10 stationary reverse lunges, balance, load, control, mix up the weight if you have a single weight. Don't worry about mixing up the weight if you don't have a weight or you have two weights. Your standing scissors, I don't want you to hold weight unless you have light dumbbells or light ankle weights. That would be the way of adding weight to these, but not necessarily needed. 10 standing scissors. Remember, I want to be a little bit ahead of you. I am not doing all the reps. You are, and on the second loop, I'm looking for a little pace. Wide squats. The weight is down in the middle on your wide squats. Really good posture on your wide squats. 10 wide squats. 10 alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. 10 standing runners are the middle three. We have 3 main circuits. We have 2 timed pieces to the day. Maybe a little more huffy-puffy than we've been the last week based on the temperatures we've had. 10 alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Then you have your 10 runners. Runners is elbows to knees, not knees to nose. Remember, all we did was add weight and or pace to that second loop, making sure we are ready with our joints. They are mobile and lubricated. Muscles are lengthened and contracted. Heart and lungs are ready to work. You'll have your 10 narrow squats, your 10 stationary forward lunges, and your 10 Jack LaLannes, and the 180 rep warm-up is done. And done with intention. We got the party started. We've done a lot of warm-up workout circuits where I wasn't worried about things. Today I need you ready to work. 10 narrow squats, 10 stationary forward lunges, and 10 Jack LaLannes. Whether you added weight the second loop or you just added pace, either way, we're almost done with the warm-up. Of course, this would be like, it's not like running a half mile. Durationally, it's like running a half mile. But as you guys get back in the gym, most people have chosen to go back and do formal cardio tools because they haven't had it for so long. But I really want to mix things up as people get back in the gym and have more of these dynamic warm-ups. You've gotten used to them. They're very effective. I know it's not running like running a half mile or biking for a mile or 1,000-meter row, but they're very good for you. Very, very good. Alrighty, the circuit. We have 3 circuits that will sound similar. The first circuit and the third circuit will be the most similar. The second circuit will be different with our abs core. Curl to press. You can sit tall if you want to sit tall. You can stand tall if you want to stand tall. You can kneel tall if you want to kneel tall. But no matter what, you must be able to straighten your arms. There is your extension. Curl to press. There's your other extension. So no matter the position you're in, you need to extend on the down and extend on the up. Bicep curl, shoulder press. 30 total movements or 15 revolutions. We're going to go down by 6 total movements or down by 3 revolutions. Ready, set, go. Curl to press. Now the other day we did do peak of the pyramids 30. Today we're going to do 30 down by 6 if you want to count total individual movements, or you can count the 15 revolutions down by 3 revolutions. Now when you do this, I do want you to not cheat. You got to extend, curl, press and extend. A lot of people swing in and swing out of it. Let's not be those people. 30 total movements or 15 revolutions. This is going to be the only round where I'm going to have you stop and listen after round 1. After that, you can rock and roll and kick some butt. That doesn't mean you go faster, but you can go at your own pace. Your curl to press, we're going to change the reps. There's going to be some diversity between people on the call when it comes to your next exercise. Your combo of choice. You can either do high knees running revolutions or high knees walking reps, or you can do jump squats, or you can do regular squats, not pulsating squats. Your combo is always going to be 30. You can do 30 running high knees revolutions, 1, 2, 3, or walking reps, 1, 2, 3, or jump squats or regular squats. Always 30. Ready, set, go. Now I didn't say go faster, okay? You're gonna do you, your time, your energy, your stuff. Running revolutions, walking reps, regular squats, or jump squats. Always 30. Your curl to press, 30 total movements, 24 total movements, 18 total movements, 12 and 6, or 15 revolutions, 12 revolutions, 9 revolutions, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Round 2 is 24 total movements. Now, I always ask people at the gym, do you want to count reps or revolutions? And it's 50-50. Some people look at that as 1 revolution, and some people look at that as 2 movements. So however you can count it, it's up to you. Curl to press. You can sit tall, you can stand tall, you can kneel tall, you can float in the air tall, as long as you can extend on the down and extend on the up. Again, your combo is running revolutions high knees, walking reps high knees, regular squats, weight is optional, jump squats. You can make it more legs concentric exercises with your squats. You can make it more power plyometric exercises with your jump squats. You can make it more agility with your high knees. Always 30. Everybody's going to have a different pace. I'm going to be here and help you out with the rhythm. If you find yourself really far ahead, that means you're lifting too fast. If you find yourself falling behind, normally not the case, that means you're slow and heavy and you're doing everything awesome. Running high knees will be the shortest exercise. Weighted squats would be the longest exercise. Jump squats would probably be the hardest exercise. So lots of choices. Round 2, 24 total curl presses, or 12 revolutions, always 30. You've got your high knees running, high knees walking, regular squats, weight is optional, and jump squats, always 30. Again, this is where everybody's going to be a little bit different. Weights used, space you're working out in, mobility, activation, desire, hopes, dreams. Round 3, 18 total reps or 9 revolutions. Curl to press. If you're not there, awesome, do you. If you're a little bit ahead, that's okay. Just make sure you do the lifting, normal pace, 2.5 to 3 second individual reps. However, 2 rep exercises, let's make it easy. 5 second counts. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Curl to press. About a 5 second full revolution. curl to press. And of course, regular squats is a concentric exercise. There's again 2.5 to 3 seconds. So it'd be 60 seconds on a regular squat at a minimum. Jump squats would be harder, more impact, less time. High knees running revolution, 30 revolutions, again, probably the least duration today. Round 3, 18 curl presses or 9 revolutions. And again, you've got your running revolutions, high knees. You would have impact, but you create motion, momentum. High knees walking requires a little more exertion. Sometimes you actually are going to work harder in a walking high knees reps. Regular squats, slow concentric exercise, jump squats, plyometric power. Yes. Yes. Again, there's going to be diversity based on your choices and your weights. Round 4 is 12 total reps on the curl to press or 6 revolutions. And that's based on what you have been doing this whole time. 12 total individual movements or 6 revolutions. If you're not there, awesome. I'm here. Keep breathing, keep working. Round 4, 12 total movements, 6 revolutions. If you're not there yet, that's okay. I don't think anybody's had a weight, but if you have had a weight, make sure the reps are consistent. Each rep is 2.5 to 3 seconds. A revolution would be at least 5 seconds. And of course, if you have 8-pound dumbbells, you're going to have one experience. If you have 20-pound dumbbells, you're going to have another experience. Round 4, again, you have your jump squats, plyometric load, power. Normally, I let you choose pulsating squats, but that's later on. You've got regular squats. If you're trying to get more legs, more concentric, running revolutions, high knees, walking reps, high knees. Circuit 3 will have similar but opposite movements we've done before. Keep that work going. Well, 9 a.m. on a Friday. So round 5 will be starting here real soon. If you've already done it, you were just a little too fast. If you're in it, cool. We're going to be there soon. And if you are waiting for me, awesome, get to work. Round 5, when you get there, not saying you should be there, you're going to be on your 6 total curl presses, 3 revolutions. You'll have your last combo. And again, if you did high knees the whole time, more agility, it's quicker. If you did squats the whole time, more concentric muscle exercises, it was a little slower. If you did jump squats, you had probably the hardest choice with the impact and the power and the load. Round 5, 6 curl presses, 3 revolutions, last combo. I'm going to start talking about the next thing in about 30 to 40 seconds. Last 30 on your exertions. If you're not there yet, that's okay. I got to talk about what we're doing next so you have time. Speaking of time, I'm going to timer already. So, again, just talking about it, we did our 180 rep warm-up of mostly legs and movement, mechanics and activation and all the things, right? Body got warmed up. This circuit was bicep curl, shoulder press with legs, agility, plyometrics. We're finishing this circuit with our 3-minute wall sit challenge, which at any time you could do legs. Our next circuit, we're going to have abs in our circuit, and we'll finish with our plank challenge. And then the third circuit, we don't finish with anything because you'll be all done. So 3-minute wall sit coming up. During your wall sit, if you can't hold the wall sit, get off the wall and do 10 any stationary legs. Any squat, any lunge, blah, 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 blah. We've done this before, not our first time. 3-minute wall sit, ready, set, and go. During the wall sit, you can do regular position, wide position, narrow position. You can mix in isometric calves where you don't move. You can do concentric calves where you do move. Seated calves is for your soleus. Straight-legged calves that we did on Wednesday was for our gastrocs. So there are 2 muscles there. Head against the wall, shoulders against the wall, back against the wall, butt against the wall. 90-degree angle at your hips, 90-degree angle at your knees, and breathe. If you want to have calves, you're up on your toes. If you don't want to use your calves, don't. At any time, you can get off the wall and do 10 of any stationary leg. Why stationary? I want you close to the wall so you get your butt back on the wall. So don't do walking forward lunges because then you're going to be a little ways away. You are 1 minute in, 2 to go. 33.33333% done with your wall sit. Regular wall sits like your regular squats. You're going to work all your muscles, right? Your isometric quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, right? You're always going to feel your quads more. Wide squats turns on that vastus lateralis and semitendinosus and glute medius just a little bit more. Again, you're still going to work all of your muscles. Narrow squats turns on your vastus medialis more, your semimembranosus more. Again, little changes go a long ways, just like your regular squats, your regular wall sit, your regular leg press. You are 2 minutes in, 1 minute to go. 66.666666% done, Michael. That's a lot. That's like Hall of Fame numbers right there. Right, Kavita? Oh. Woo. Hello, Bernie. 30 seconds in. Oh, I'm going to get some calves in. I'm going to get sneaky, get a couple more calves in. Oh, super sneaky. Who knew you could just do straight-legged calves, Kavita? Oh, just 10 calves. You're going to get back on the wall. That was your gastrocs with your straight-legged calves. And you got your soleus with your knees bent calves. That's a superset. 2 exercises or more in a row involving the same muscle group. Oh my goodness. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Oh, plethora of useless information. Alrighty, you're gonna take a big deep breath. I hope you're having fun. It's Friday. My kids are silently doing their schoolwork. Well, whatever you call that. All right, here we go. We have our circuit 2. We're going to be laying on something. If you lay on the ground, awesome. We have our pull over press, and you don't have to get off the ground again because you have abs. But if you want to lay on anything else, like a bench or ball, cool. You'll get more motion during the exercise, but then you're going to have to get up and off the ground a bunch of times. So that's up to you on your pull over press upper body exercise to go with your ab circuit we're going to do. If you want more motion on the upper body, lay on the bench or ball. If you want to not get off the ground for a while, lay on the ground. 30 total movements, 15 revolutions. Should sound like earlier. You got your pull over press, which we have done before. On Wednesday, we did chest fly to a press. And it was specifically for more chest, even though your triceps and your shoulders like to help out. The pull over press is supposed to be for your lats. My challenge to you, I don't want your arms perfectly straight, but I want you to have your arms as straight as you can handle. Don't bend or straighten your elbows during your lat pullovers, because that will then engage your triceps. And when your triceps engage, your lats like to turn off. So we're trying to use your lats. And you gotta reach, and you're gonna pull with rotation. We have done them many, many times, but when people start getting lazy or tired, or they stop thinking about it, then they accidentally start doing triceps. Pull over press is meant to be for your lats and your triceps. 30 total movements or 15 revolutions. And then round 1 is 25 sit-ups. You won't do sit-ups again today. I'm going to change your abs like we have done many times. So circuit 1 and 3 will be our pace, agility, work hard, and circuit 2 is a little slower. 25 sit-ups. You can have your legs perfectly straight. You can have both knees bent. You can have one knee bent and one knee straight. And of course, you would want to mix them up. 25 sit-ups. You won't do them again this week unless you're going to log on tomorrow on some YouTube on demand and go back and do some homework. Workout number 2, I've actually been assigning a lot of people. It was our hips and our stretching day. And I know we've done some light stretches throughout our series, but I pointed people to that so they would actually formally stretch. So if you're bored, workout number 2 is our hips and our stretching. And that would actually be a great workout to do over the weekend if you have time. Next weekend we're going to do some of our load stuff. I'll mix in not a full hip day, but another glute hip day. Anyhow, stuff. So round 1 was your 30 total movements, 15 revolutions on your pullover press. Round 2 will be 24 total movements or 12 revolutions. And then round 2 is 25 reverse crunches. Both legs are moving on your reverse crunches. Pull over. You want to lengthen. You want to reach. Now again, your arms are not perfectly locked straight. However, I do want your arms as straight as you can handle. Your elbows are slightly bent. That helps with your shoulders. So if your arms are perfectly straight, you could potentially hurt your shoulder. But elbow slight bend. Don't bend and straighten during your exercise. You can do the press. You clearly want to bend and straighten on the press. 24 total movements or 12 revolutions. After your 24 total movements or 12 revolutions on your pullover press, your legs are up and you're going to do your 25 slow reverse crunches. When you get to your reverse crunches, your body can be up, isometric reverse crunch, or your body can be down. Both are good. One of them, you are shortening your abs as you do your hip motion ab exercise. So there's the isometric crunch position. The other is, again, a good position, good foundation. The exercise is lengthening your abs and contracting your abs. Whether you have an isometric crunch to start is up to you. 25 reverse crunches. This circuit should feel a little slower than earlier. We have the 2 upper body circuits to start with. One had agility legs, the other one has abs. And then later on we have a leg, upper, agility. It's going to be the hardest circuit of the day. That doesn't mean you log off at 9:35. Oh, Chris, I got a meeting I totally forgot about. So round 2 is 24 total movements, 12 revolutions on your pull to press with your 25 reverse crunches, taking your time. If you've been getting up and off the ground and laying on something else, awesome. This is going to be a slower circuit because you're going to have a little more motion on your pull-over press. If you've been laying on the ground the whole time, awesome. Round 3, when you get there, not saying you should be, but round 3 is 18 total pullover presses or 9 revolutions. And you're going to have your legs up, toe touches. You'll keep your legs up on your toe touches. Breathe and focus. You're lengthening your lats. You are contracting your lats. 18 total movements, 9 revolutions, lats, and then you're going to do chest, shoulders, and triceps like the other day. Legs will stay up on those toe touches. They don't have to be perfectly straight up. In fact, a lot of people struggle with the legs up because their hamstring and their glutes are really tight. If you need to bend your knees, but I want your thighs perpendicular to the ground. I want your shortened position. You shorten your abs when you put your legs up, and you're going to shorten them more with the ab exercise. 25 toe touches. Legs are up. Whether your legs are straight and up, or just your legs are up, is up to you and your hamstrings and your glutes and your lower back and your mobility of spine and your activation of your abs and core. So round 3 was your 18 total movements or 9 revolutions with your 25 toe touches. When you get there, round 4 is 12 total movements, 6 revolutions, and then you're gonna lay on your stomach for Supermans unless you need to do swimmers. 12 total movements, 6 revolutions on your pull over press to go with your Supermans. So round 1 was your longest round numerically and your sit-ups. Round 2 is just as long numerically with your slower reverse crunches. Round 3 and 4 are pretty quick because the reps are going down and the motions you're doing are a little smaller. I don't want to say easier, but smaller. And then you know the last round. All of you should know me very well. Sit-ups, reverse crunches, toe touches, Supermans. If you can guess the last round, you can do twice as many. Give you to set it before I said it. Yes, 25 Supermans. Now, I always want you to think about Supermans as more muscle contraction. It might not be more motion, but you have upper back, middle back, lower back, glutes. I want you to think physical muscles. Whereas swimmers, amazing, good for you, mobility of spine and more motion, but more activation. You're still getting your muscles, but this is definitely geared towards good muscle contraction, muscle development, whereas the other one is mobility of spine and muscle activation. So they are actually kind of different. The last round when you get there will be your 6 total reps or your 3 revolutions. And if you said V-ups, congratulations, you get to do 25 V-ups. If you said something else, congratulations, you get to do 25 V-ups. If you have a problem with that, you can talk to my HR director. They say, they're really small, they say you have to do 25 V-ups. I hired new HR directors. They don't listen. They don't clean up after themselves. They make their own rules. And I know you guys are all like, ooh, apple falls far from the tree, ha ha. 25 V-ups. V as in victory. Whether you're on the ground or on the bench You got your big motion. Remember, if you cannot do them, you can do sit-ups or reverse crunches again. V-ups, mobility of hips and spine, flexibility of your posterior muscles, activation of your anterior muscles. They're always looked at as the hardest ab. They're not the best formal ab, but it's always a good gauge for how you're feeling on that day. If you're feeling great, V-ups kind of seem easier. If you feel miserable, V-ups kind of feel harder. General fitness. It's a great gauge for the month. Last month I could only do 2 V-ups. This month I can do 5 V-ups. Kind of like hanging abs. Everybody in this call had to do hanging abs. It's like, oh, stupid hanging abs. It's hard to hold myself up. And then a month or 2 later, you're like, Chris, I just did 20 hanging abs, like no big deal. It's just a gauge of how you're feeling. When you do get done, don't go very far. We have our plank challenge, which is really mean to do after all these abs. But remember, you have ways of getting through your plank challenge. So I'll give you about 30 seconds as I talk about it. During your plank, you can stay on your plank. You can deviate a little bit if you want to mix in some rotational planks, or you can just stay on one side. I'll show you a couple things as we go. But if you must, you can roll over and do 10 scissors or 10 runners, and then get back on your plank. So just like your wall sit challenge, and we've done this before, 3-minute plank challenge. I don't mind subtle deviations to mix up the brain a little bit. When that is done, we only have one more circuit to go. Ready, set, go. Now, I would love it if you could zone out, take yourself to your happy place. Currently, Kavita is in her happy place, so Kavita, take yourself to a happier place. Okay? You could hang out on the beach. You could sit on your lawn chair. You could have your grandbabies run around the pool, and you could be by the pool during your plank. That's a good idea. You could, what else? What are happy places? Nancy would be on the mountain. She'd be boarding or skiing on a beautiful blue powder kind of day, blue skies, 25 degrees, no wind, fresh powder from the night before, just planking away. Oh my goodness. Don't do it in front of the lift chair. That won't be very helpful. Mama D's definitely in Hawaii. Definitely in Hawaii. There's no doubt about that. Hanging out, chilling. Bill's walking around, reading the newspaper. He did his workout before. He's just hanging out on the plank. Ruth Ann's definitely in the water. She's definitely doing a little, right in the middle of her little float. She's going to get off on the rocks and do a little isometric plank. My mom was the analogy by the pool. Grandbabies running around there. She got 3 of them. Soon to be 4. Not by me. Remember, you could sneak in a little side plank if you need to, or a rotational plank if you need to. You've got 1 minute to go, 2 minutes done, 2 to go. The intent was we have the formal isometric plank, a little suffering, a little fighting. 1 minute you know you can do, 3 minutes becomes the start of that challenge. 5 minutes is definitely intended to mix in other things, but this is intent to be focused. Can you survive? Can you conquer this exercise? We've got 20 seconds to go. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Breathe and focus. 10. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. And breathe. Oh my gosh. you should feel accomplished after that. Excited that you only have one more circuit. Now I know you're looking at the clock going, we have one more circuit. You can leave at any time. Nothing's going to imbalance you. Yes, the circuit probably takes 7 to 8 minutes, so you're done in 7 to 8 minutes. If you got to go, you got to go. We have our lunge curls, and I know you all just rolled your eyes because you know what's going to happen. It's 30 total lunges. It is unfortunately 15 each leg, and I always call it pro bono curls or freebie muscles. You don't count the curl unless you're going to count more reps. 30 total reps is 30 total steps, is 15 each leg. Don't count your bicep. You could do any lunge, walking forward, walking reverse, stationary forward, stationary reverse, but you lunge and then curl. And you lunge and then curl. You don't curl and lunge. Lunge, curl. So it slows it down. It unfortunately is the longest circuit. I am sorry. It is going to be the hardest circuit because of our combo, which I'll talk about here in a second, because I want you to do you. I want you to get your workout done at your pace. And this would be the longest, hardest circuit of the day. The morning class finished up between about 6:50, 6:51, 2. So you're almost done. Round 1 and 2 are very long, and rounds 3, 4, 5 get quicker. That doesn't mean I want you to do the motions faster. I'd rather you get off the call early, missing the call round if you need to. So your lunge curls are the same numbers you've been doing. 30, 24, 18, 12, and 6. Or 15 revolutions, 12 revolutions, and 9 and 6 and 3. Any lunge. Walking forward and stationary reverse are your pulling glutes, hammies, quads. Stationary forward and walking reverse are your pushing glutes, quads, hamstrings. So there are pushing versions and pulling versions and harder ones and easier ones. I'll let you mix and match your lunges, but you always curl when you lunge. When you get done, I'm going to demonstrate for a while. You can do running, butt kicks, revolutions, 30 total revolutions, or walking, butt kicks, reps. Remember, a little more effort and exertion on your reps, 30 butt kicks. You can do split jumps if you want more impact plyometrics. You can do split squats. You can do your pulsating squats. You've got your always 30 combo. I will review them again as you go. Butt kicks, running revolutions is agility. Walking butt kicks is still agility. One is faster. One creates motion and momentum, and the other one is motion and activation and exertion. You've got your pulsating squats, which is a isometric pulse kind of concentric exercise. You've got your split jumps as your plyometric exercise, and your pulsating squats. So you do have a lot of choices to survive this circuit. Round 1 was 30 total lunge curls, 30 on your combo. Round 2, 24 total lunge curls, or 12 revolutions, and 30 on your combo. So this is your final circuit. A very big day today. We did primarily upper body on the first 2 circuits. The first circuit had agility or plyometrics or legs. We finished with the isometric leg challenge. That maybe gave you some legs. And we had our upper body abs, and then our 3-minute plank challenge, core. And then here is this leg, arm, agility, plyometric leg circuit. So it is going to be the hardest and longest circuit. 30 down by 6 total lunges, or 15 revolutions down by 3 revolutions of lunges and curls. Always 30. Butt kicks, running revolutions, walking butt kicks. Both are agility. Split jumps is your plyometric choice. Pulsating squats and split squats are your isometric, concentric burning leg choices per se. I don't want you to go any faster, but I definitely want you to get this thing done. Easy breezy. I want you to have your pace, your intensity, your focus. If you have room, walking forward lunges, walking reverse lunges, good to diversify with. We haven't done those very much over the now finishing our 20th week online. Stationary forward and stationary reverse have been very common. Again, just to see it again, butt kicks, running, revolutions, momentum, rhythm. Yes, faster, but momentum. Walking, butt kicks requires a little more thought and exertion, but again, it's still agility. You are being agile and your ability. Put them together. You've got your split jumps as your plyometric load impact. You've got your split squats, load, less low impact. You've got your pulsating squats, would probably be the shortest exercise, along with your running revolutions of butt kicks. Your combo is always 30. If you're on round 3, 18 total steps, 9 revolutions of your lunge curls. Remember, if you have to leave at any time, nothing's going to imbalance you. 30 down by 6 total lunges, pro bono freebie curls, or 15 revolutions of lunges and curls down by 3. So round 3 is 18 or 9, however you count it. Always 30 on your combo. Didn't say go faster, didn't say have fun, but I know you are. Definitely want you working hard. That's a guarantee. I know who's on this phone call. Today at noon, we shift to the next workout. So if you're bored in 2 hours and 10 minutes, log back in at noon. It does happen again at 3, but that 3 o'clock class has been very low, so I might be X-naying that. And one person logs in, it's a little less energetic. So never want you going fast. Round 3 is 18 total steps, 18 total lunge curls, or 9 revolutions, 9 each leg with your lunge curl. You'll have your 30 agility plyometric leg combo. You're going to go down by 6 total steps or 3 revolutions. You're almost done. Finish strong. And if you ever have to just run and get off the call, I'd rather you stop the call a couple minutes early and cool off before you go run and sit down and get to work, or go jump in the shower and clean yourself off. Blood pooling is my concern when you finish workouts like this, or ramping up, and then the workout ends. You're not supposed to go grab your keys to your car and leave. Cool off. Take your time. Round 4, when you get there, is your 12 total steps, 12 total lunges, or 6 revolutions. You'll have your 30 combo. You're almost done. You're working hard. Friday, the last day of the month, end of July. Technically the last day my children can access the Lake Washington school tools for a month. For those of you that don't know, we'll be remote online learning 100% starting in the fall. So we gotta ramp that back up again. Finish strong, ladies. Have a good time. Mama D in the house, Nancy, Ruth Ann, my mom, Theta, Mike and I have been watching you ladies work. We had a nice, good mobility, activation, lengthen, loosen, kind of a warm-up, 180 reps. You had 2 up body circuits, a 3rd circuit, a little lower body and up body, 2 agility leg plyometric circuits, 1 ab circuit, 2 different 3-minute isometric challenges. Show this workout to your friends and they're like, you did that all in one day? You did that in 50 minutes? Are you kidding me? It is always funny when I hear from your guys, your friends, they're like, you did all of that? My mom was talking to my brother-in-law Jason in Montana. You do 100 abs as a warm-up. Wait, like 100 abs all in one time? Oh, I like it. And if you are there, and it's okay if you're not, if you're there, 6 total lunges, 3 revolutions, your last 30 power plyometric agility. If you're already done, kudos. I hope you're cooling off for a second before you get back to work, or you go put your husband to work, or you go do something. It's Friday.